A lot of my friends vowed never to see this movie, and honestly, I don't blame them. I have seen it. So for those of you who don't want to waste their life watching Mulan, here's my recap. We start with a voiceover which tells us that this is just one version of the legend of Mulan. You know you're in for a ride when the movie opens up with a disclaimer. In this movie, Mulan doesn't start off as an awkward underdog who has to learn everything step by step. She is perfect from day one. It's because she has mastered her chi, which in this movie basically works like this.
Midichlorians are a microscopic life form that resides within all living cells.
They live inside me.
Inside your cells, yes.
Holy shit, I'm a Jedi! But not everyone in the village is happy about Mulan being special. Ugh. Later that night, Mulan's parents argue about the father encouraging her. What man will marry a girl who can whip his ass with a stick? You'd be surprised. Ugh, keep the kinks to the bedroom, the girls can hear you. Oh, 'cause in this movie, Mulan has a sister. I'm a plot device. A pretty lame one, too. Mulan overhears them and decides to go and fix the statue that she broke earlier. Leave it. It's not important. But it's a phoenix. Doesn't this monument symbolize something important? Oh yeah, it symbolizes the monumental bullshit that's gonna happen later on. Can't wait. Meanwhile, on a desert, some dude sees a woman for the first time. She either possesses him or shapeshifts into him. It's never explained. Also on the desert, a bunch of bad guys are attacking a town. Close the gates! Enemies coming! Dude, chill. There's like 7 of them. Holy shit, there's 7 of them! Oh yeah, my makeup is on point. The invaders and the witch annihilate the entire town, leaving just one survivor. Emperor, sir, the invader, Borikhan, he fights alongside a really badass lady. She totally didn't possess me or anything. Uh-huh. No, really, she can use chi and is totally kick-ass. A witch! No, that's a bit harsh, don't you think? Right, I'll see myself out. Stupid men thinking they know everything. I'll show them all. She goes to meet up with Bori Khan in his evil lair. I know they're trying to go for a serious vibe in this version, but the guy is so ridiculously over-the-top evil that all he's missing is an evil laugh. Soon the empire will be mine. You've done well, witch. Look, asshole, I could kill you and half of this empire before you could blink. Okay. But I won't because, well, mysterious plot reasons. Mysterious plot reasons. Ugh, I knew that. Meanwhile, a grown-up Mulan is having the time of her life until she finds out that her family is about to marry her off. Oh, shit. Now take a good look at her expression here, because it's going to stay with her for the rest of the movie. Next, we get a montage of Mulan getting a makeover. Haven't you heard of blending? I look like a mime. Before she can get hitched, Mulan has to see the matchmaker. In the animated movie, that was the moment when Mulan messed things up. In this movie, she's too perfect to make mistakes. Luckily, she has a sister who can be at fault. The sister is afraid of spiders, which I sympathize. To save her sister from a spider that doesn't really do anything, Mulan ruins her interview. Honestly, that whole scene is so dumb. Following the humiliating scene, the matchmaker announces to the whole village that Mulan is unworthy and that she brings dishonor upon the whole family. We see the father's reaction and it kinda looks like there's going to be a scene where the two are going to bond, or where we get to see some conflict build up between him and Mulan. But nope. Whatever character development we may have hoped for is interrupted by the arrival of the Emperor's soldiers. They announce that there is a war brewing and that every family has to contribute one son. Since the Hua family doesn't have a son, the father volunteers to take his place. Later that night, Mulan confronts her father about his wish to go to war, and this is finally the first sign of conflict that we see. Sadly, it doesn't really go anywhere because the next time we see them interact, everything is fine. The father is like, "Well, this time I'm sure gonna die." And Mulan is like, "You're scaring me." And then the father's like, "Remember, there is no courage without fear." Thanks, Dad. I'm gonna do exactly nothing with this information. When the whole family goes to sleep, Mulan decides to dress as a man. She steals her father's armor and sword, takes his conscription papers, and goes to join the rest of the army. There's this scene where she gets lost on the way and a phoenix appears and shows her the path. And I swear to you, I've been trying to figure out what the purpose of the scene is and I have no goddamn clue. Also, the phoenix looks like a kite. Finally, she arrives at the training camp. Here we also get the first glimpse at the characters that we know from the animated movie. Or, well, a paper-thin, less funny version of them at least. Also, the character of the cricket was replaced with a guy named Cricket, so that's a choice. Remember that awesome scene from the animated movie where Mulan is trying to act like a man? Here, instead of being clumsy and ditzy, she just loses her shit at some random dude and draws her sword on him. "You called me short. Prepare to die." What? No, I just wanted to be friendly. Oh God, are you this version's love interest? You'll do. Later that night, Mulan volunteers to take the night watch so that she doesn't have to take a shower with the boys. Real men don't blink in the rain. Next, we get a training montage. Our hero is holding back and bravely failing alongside the others. That lasts until she decides to show off in front of her love interest. Then, of course, she feels all guilty about it because she should have kept it a secret, even though it's been established that in this world it's okay for a man to use his chi. In fact, it's encouraged. Meanwhile, Bori Khan is having a sleepover with the boys. It's a no girls allowed party, so the witch decides to turn into a hawk and eavesdrop. Here again he insults her like 100 times and you gotta wonder, why does she hang out with this dude? Back in the training camp, the leader of the garrison tells Mulan that she, or well, he, should unleash his chi and let it flow through him. Oh, thank goodness I got a green light from a man. So empowering. In the next scene, our brave protagonists prepare for war. Remember, you're men now, you're warriors. You are loyal, brave, and true. Oh my God, that's like 3 personality traits. Are you sure we need all of them? Later on, Mulan and her sidekicks are sitting around a bonfire. Understandably, the sidekicks are freaking out about the war, but she's like, "Don't worry, I will protect you." Oh my God, I think at this point my facepalm could be heard like 5 blocks away. Okay, so we cut away to the next morning and we can see the 2 armies facing each other. And I'm using the word armies generously because there's like 20 of them on each side. Immediately after the start of the fight, Bori Khan and a few of his mates just go, "See ya suckers," and nope out of the battlefield. Mulan and like 3 other soldiers pursue them. And you can immediately tell which guys on her side are going to die because they are literally color-coded. She's the only one wearing the characteristic red outfit, the other ones are wearing yellow, so you can directly see the arrows just shooting at them and just knocking them off the horses. Very convenient. Mulan manages to kill a couple of the bad guys, but most of them survive and escape, while she is the only survivor from her little group. Instead of returning to the battlefield and aiding her allies, she decides to just keep pursuing those bad guys, all alone. She gets lost again and runs into the witch. "I know what you are. I'm a manly man." "Oh, right, and I'm the Queen of England." "What's England?" "You know what? I already have an asshole who thinks I'm stupid back at home. Just die already. Fortunately, Mulan doesn't die because the binder around her chest saves her life. This gives her an epiphany. She gets back on her horse and rides back into battle, dropping pieces of armor along the way because she doesn't need it anymore. She has plot armor. Also, she lets her hair loose, which anyone who has ever had long hair can attest what a brilliant idea it is to do so in the middle of a battle. She's so awesome in battle that all the enemies run away from her yelling that she's a witch. Meanwhile, her allies are being decimated by the enemy. To help them, Mulan teleports across the battlefield. Ignoring the laws of time and space, she creates a diversion and tricks the enemy into creating an avalanche. Then she bends the laws of time and space once more in order to outrun the avalanche while the enemy dies underneath. Having single-handedly killed everybody on the battlefield, she checks in on her people. On her way over, she saves her love interest and then just leaves him in the snow, hoping, I guess, that someone will find him. And then she disappears in the mists, only to reappear literally seconds later to have a grand entrance, I guess. She reveals herself to her team and gets banished. So she goes to the top of a mountain and just mopes around. Like, what were you expecting, honestly? There she meets the witch again. And the witch is like, now that you have freed yourself from the shackles of patriarchy, join me, and together we shall rule China. What? No, I don't mind this system. All I have to do is prove to them that I'm not like the other girls. Wait, is that the message of the movie? Yeah, what else would it be? Well, this is bullshit. I mean, I'm basically Jesus. I don't have to do anything in this movie. Ooh, speaking of doing something, so Bori Khan is on his way to off the Emperor. You may want to hurry. Why would I trust you? 'Cause girl power? Good enough. Despite knowing that she will die if she goes back, Mulan returns to her garrison. Oh man, I just cleaned my sword and now I have to kill you. But the love interest saves the day. Why would we not believe her? I mean, she's only lied to us every single day since we met her. Not helping. However, she's been pretty useful. She did own that whole enemy army. And then everyone is like, I believe Hua Mulan. I believe Hua Mulan. I believe Hua Mulan. And the leader just watches her, and you know that this is the moment when he decides not to kill her. But wait, that's not all. Your awesomeness is indisputable. How about you lead us to battle, oh amazing one? But I have no experience as a commander. You're the most amazing person who has ever lived. I'll be surprised if the Emperor doesn't abdicate in your favor. I can't tell. Are you being sarcastic? I wish. No, but seriously though, we will follow you. Oh, that's just like the fan fiction I wrote when I was 7. I think the screenwriters of this movie may have gotten their hands on it. This movie does seem like something written by a 7-year-old. Mystery solved. To the capital! In the palace, the Emperor speaks to his advisor, who is totally not the witch in disguise. Your Majesty, Bori Khan offers you a duel. A duel offered by the same guy who fled from the battlefield and who has previously proven he has no honor. Seems legit. Yep, prepare my horses. So the Emperor and like 5 guards prepare to leave the city. Sir? Shouldn't we insist that the Emperor stays within the city where it's safe? I'm sorry, are you questioning the plot of this movie? No sir. Sorry, sir. Mulan and her battalion of 5 ride into the city. They are immediately ambushed and a fight ensues. In the meantime, the Emperor gets himself captured like a total dumbass. Oh no, a bunch of ropes on a stick, my kryptonite! Yeah, let's cut back to the city. Mulan goes to find the Emperor, but finds the witch instead. Holy smokes, you look amazing. Not amazing enough to be accepted. I'd vote for you. No, there is no place for me in this world. But maybe it's not too late for you. So, are you gonna mentor me, or... Oh, you're gonna turn into a bird and fly away, right? Cool, cool, cool. Meanwhile, like a true cartoon villain, Bori Khan has a needlessly elaborate plan to kill the Emperor. Oh man, I bet you feel stupid now. Where's your army, huh? How many soldiers can you see? I'll help you. 0. Funny, that's exactly how many fucks I give about your stupid plan. You're just salty 'cause you don't have a cool pool of lava like I do. Ugh, just kill me already. Their little chit-chat is interrupted by the arrival of the witch. The fuck are you doing here? I don't know, I guess I came here to gloat? Well, I guess you do look fabulous, but it's hardly a reason to come all the way up here. What? No, dumbass. I came here to gloat that there's this warrior chick who is coming here to kick your ass. Why the hell would you tell me that? Now I can kill her. Dude, I don't know. My character was written by a 5-year-old. What do you expect? I'm gonna needlessly sacrifice myself now. Why did you do that? You can literally turn into anything you want. At least I don't have to be in this shitty movie anymore. Devastated after the death of the witch. I mean, you can't really tell because Mulan only has one expression. She faces Bori Khan. They fight for a while and Bori Khan manages to knock the sword out of her hand. As she vacantly stares off into space, the Emperor offers words of encouragement. You don't need that sword. You don't need a personality. You have chi. Rise like a papier-mâché phoenix. And of course, she does. She defeats Bori Khan and goes to save the Emperor. But wait, Bori Khan isn't dead? He makes one last attempt to kill the Emperor. But the Emperor and Mulan combine their powers and Jedi the shit out of Bori Khan until he's finally dead. Oh, that scene was so dumb. We take a break to check in on our brave boys and, wait, could it be? Could this movie have an actual emotional moment? Could they have killed one of the most likable characters? No, of course not, don't be silly. After that middle finger to the audience, it's celebration time. Everyone is cheering and Mulan is being presented to the Emperor. He offers her a position in his royal guard, but she's like, nah, I gotta go home and get hitched and be miserable and stuff. On her way back, she meets the love interest. They flirt for a while, she pretends to have a personality, he pretends to believe her, and we never see him again. Mulan returns to her village and everyone is like, oh my gosh, Mulan is back, everyone, come see, come see. Oh, and we are once again reminded that Mulan has a sister. I've been matched and I'm about to be married. I can't wait to uphold the patriarchy. I murdered hundreds of people. What? Nothing, I'm just happy for you. But wait, the real challenge is still ahead of Mulan, for she has not yet spoken to her father. Father, I have lost your sword. Oh well, as long as you have my armor. Was it destroyed in battle? Yep, yeah, that's what happened. Oh, forget about all that. Come here for a hug, my favorite child. Huh? Nothing. But wait, it's not the end, because at this very moment a couple of soldiers enter the village. Hua Mulan, the Emperor sends his gift to you and wants it to be known across all China that you are the awesomest person to have ever lived. Also, if you want that position, it's still open, so please reconsider. You're too awesome to be wasted here. Oh, right in the patriarchy. And so she lived happily ever after, having been the most awesome person to have ever lived. The end. Oh, and there is also the paper phoenix, but who gives a fuck at this point? So this was Disney's live-action remake of Mulan. Or was it? It had nothing to do with the animated movie. It had even less to do with the original legend. And frankly, it felt disrespectful to both the Chinese culture and the viewers. The only good thing I can say about this movie is that at least it wasn't The Last Airbender live-action remake. Thanks for watching.